Welcome all to another unboxing video. My name is Seb Luca, or Sebastian Lucas. And again, if you're new, welcome to the channel. Don't forget all that YouTube nonsense regarding subscribing and liking for further notifications of any future content release. And or hit that bell button in your desired manner so as to not be bombarded by them if that is your choice. I appreciate all the support, and let us continue. So today we've taken a side note from our general PC related tech news and or reviews or unboxings, and we're looking at a new television, for example. So as you can see, there's the KOGAN Android TV that we've recently acquired, and essentially it is going to be replacing this one here. Not because this one is at all faulty, but because the one that we're using or going to unbox is the upgrade and the next variant of this 50-inch LED television. Now, for work purposes, I need a 4K resolution television that has plenty of real estate space for both picture rendering and video rendering software. So since I run a dual setup, there is one computer here which does the picture rendering while the rendering of the video is occurring from this PC over here. I need to fill that gap for this PC pertaining to the new monitor. Then the gap in the center there for functionality and or an additional monitor on the side for when I'm gaming using this as a gaming rig will be that Dell monitor flashbang in the center there. So that we've got everything ready to go. Essentially, those two satellite speakers, or those two speakers, should I say, are going to be hidden behind the television. There's enough space to have the television flat bang against the wall, just like they are. The other two are behind here. And those two speakers, the THX Dolby ones or the THX 200 watt ones from Logitech, give good sound, a good flat sound that I can control for video rendering, audio, and all videos when not wearing my headphones. And yeah, it gives me a rounded picture. They're pretty basic and they're good value as well, but they will be visible. And the center speaker may be visible. We'll probably put it on the front side of that panel just there. So rather than using it as a conventional television, and that's a QLED TV that we're using and going to be using for our video editing rig. It was the most cost-effective 4K quality television / monitor that I could afford. That gave me enough real estate space to effectively be able to use the software that I utilize to render videos with and create imagery and whatnot. And it was also the best option at that value point on a spec by spec basis, opposed to other televisions, at least on paper. And what television is this that we're speaking of? It's our KOGAN Android TV QLED 50-inch smart HDR 4K television. It does have other functionality as an Android television as well, including Google Assistant, Wi-Fi, Netflix, Chromecast built in, obviously HDMI technology as mentioned on the box, and the model specifically, if you can't read it, is the QLED 50XT9510 STA edition, otherwise known as your signature series XT9510. just in case you're in the market for one of these, you know exactly what model I am unboxing essentially today. So today will be an unboxing video. We will turn it on just to see if it actually works, but the review itself will be centered around a comparison video to because this is my second KOGAN television that I purchased. A couple of years back I got a previous version of essentially this television without the quantum dot technology as the QLED, just a base LED television, and that also is 50 inches in diameter. So we'll do a side-by-side view with the newer technology that KOGAN's made available at this price range, and have a good, if you're inclined to spend $100 to $150 more for the same 50-inch television with that is essentially meant to be the next level up. That video will be linked in the description below as well, and should be up shortly. I'd probably say 2 to 3 days after the initial release of this video. So make sure to hit the like and or subscribe button to be notified if you're interested in finding out further information about this one and how it performs, and how it performs in relation to something that might be a bit more economical still if you're on a tight budget, because you can still get those base LED televisions as well, which also has HDR technology just like this one, but I'm hoping that this one's got a slightly stronger version of HDR as well. It wasn't the be all and end all. My other option was a Hisense television in the same price range, and or a Ponk, I believe, it's like a German brand television that was about $20 to $50 more. Apart from that, there was a TCL television, and the mitigating factor was this was also going to be used as a primary monitor for gaming as well. This, on paper at least, had the lowest, what seemed to be hopefully perceived grey to grey scale millisecond response time. So I chose this one ultimately in the end over the others, and more function over form, but luckily it's going to have a very similar styling to the other KOGAN regarding its feet and positioning. So since I run a dual PC setup, one PC is behind here, another PC is just over there. The televisions are both side by side, and they're connected via a single Dell monitor that's in portrait mode in the center. That was also on a switch as well, so that I can interchange it between both computers if I need more real estate while I'm working and or playing. So yeah, welcome again. I appreciate all the support shown from everyone. It's a free way to show your support. So again, hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get into the unboxing. All that this television has to do is essentially just work and function the way as advertised, and it's great value then. I've read some reviews on them. Reviews tend to be negative, where people have said certain aspects of it are glitchy in my eyes regarding a advertised spec in any form or function means broken and or damaged and or not fulfilling the requirements of the spec sheet that has been advertised pertaining to the product, which means it goes back and gets replaced with one that doesn't do that glitch. Would a Samsung or an LG be in a better option? Definitely, but I didn't have the opportunity to purchase something of that caliber for the inflated costs associated with the quality involved. So I've been very satisfied for the last couple of years with this KOGAN 50-inch LED, and I still plan to use it, and or upgrade another television in another room if I don't. In turn, I discounted any negative reviews, which were a few of them, just because of the fact that, generally speaking, negativity tends to be presented in review formats more so than positivity pertaining to items when people want to vent. Okay, so let's open her up. I understand you guys can't see, you will see. It's a box within a box. What's in the box? Another box. That's good. Itself, just all the accents, which is weird. The peel is essentially the safety of this itself. Probably a good thing on something quite large, because people would peel it and then it just go something to consider. But I'm going to fast forward and I'll cut through the assembly. Just I believe a screwdriver is required, a Phillips head screwdriver, and I'll attach the two base parts. Nothing drastic with the screws provided. I'll make sure they're aligned in the right direction, and the next thing you'll see is us essentially unveiling the television itself. So back in a moment, and in the meantime, hit like and or subscribe. So guys, here is the new revised controller, I'm guessing. Still with the same similar, if not probably all the same functionality as the original LED. She's a little larger, so a bit more streamlined, with a nice metallic accent that will match the metallic accents that seem to be present on the KOGAN logos themselves and whatnot. Next will be us essentially turning on the monitor per se. I need to connect this to underneath, so back in 1 second and we'll be ready to switch her on and at least see what happens without switching the computer on first. Get it into source mode, put it into HDMI 1 where I've got it plugged into, which is also ARC supported regarding audio itself, ARC. And yeah, we're going to be in the home stretch. Full review and functionality testing in comparison to the old LED 50-inch from KOGAN that you can still purchase today, which are a little cheaper than the QLED, shall be available in the next couple of days after the publishment of this video. But understand, people, that that's why I want to do it separately, to make sure for color maximization and shedding the difference more accurately, I don't want to just flip this on in default where the settings might not be as optimized as they can be. And you're more than welcome to chime in then and get a full roundup of this television's capabilities as well in the next couple of days. Hit that link below for the further review on comparison to the old LED 50-inch KOGAN television to the new QLED that we are about to turn on right now. So let's go, people. Takes us KOGAN. That's going to be annoying, that sound. Oh no. More after the fact. Hello. Setting up for the first time. Yeah. So is this normal? I'm not reading the instructions. So what if I hit source first? Or menu? We'll go to next background. And there's a changeover. So it's a bit warped image because of the different resolutions in backgrounds. There's some true blacks, like if there isn't a reflection. So if I get rid of, for example, the backlighting, you might not be able to see that reflection on me, or top lighting whatsoever as well. The blacks, full effect. If I move a bit slower, I'm doing well. I'll try to get a true black up, which I use as a staple to assess which would be the next image, I believe. No, the one after this. The one after this. I apologize, I got about 30. Okay. So here we got Venom, and those whites are white. The camera phone is not doing it justice currently. But blooming wise, can't really see blooming. I'll turn the top light off and we'll get one last view on this. So just so that you guys, before the review, can at least see the unboxing and just know whether it ticks some other crucial boxes. Corner side, no blooms. Or blooming LED bleeding, should I say. Depending on the angle, you'll see there what's going on. I do have more lights behind me, I apologize. But as you can see, that's once it focuses, you can see the contrast and you can see all the, it's just a matter of looking at it at the right light. What I see is not exactly what you're seeing, and what I'm seeing is a lot more definition in the image itself, but I'm trying to just stipulate that and show you guys. But what will be easier will be that review that will come up sooner rather than later, and it'll be comparing that older tech to the quantum LED tech, so at least a side-by-side comparison as well, from both KOGAN products. Subsequently, this one is cheaper, but this one is better. So depending on the price, I guess. Television, on the other hand, very crisp, and we haven't even got HDR on. So on a side note, if you want to see the full review of the television and the customization and setup, apart from just turning her on, then please hit the link in the description below. It should be available in the next couple of days after the first publish of this video. And that has been a unboxing of our KOGAN Q LED 50-inch television. So peace out, y'all.